Welcome back, talkers. Again, this is Teacher Romnick, and for today's lesson, we'll be covering the kinds of sentences according to structure. To give you an overview, what are our kind of sentences according to structures are, we have number 1 for simple sentence, number 2 for compound sentence, number 3 for complex sentence, and number 4 for compound complex sentence. First, we have simple sentence. Now, what do we mean by a simple sentence? A simple sentence doesn't necessarily have to be short, okay? Because that is actually the common notion of people. If they see that the sentence is short, they would immediately say, oh, it is a simple sentence. We have to remove that notion and try to think or try to impose in our minds that it's not depending on the length of the sentence, it is dependent on the structure. Now, going back, what is a simple sentence? A simple sentence is simply defined as a sentence that has one independent clause. Now, when we say independent clause, it only has one subject and one predicate. Now, for a subject, this is, of course, our noun or pronoun, or the part that is the first part of our sentence. The predicate would start from our verb, followed by the other modifiers that follow it. To give you further understanding of what a simple sentence is, let's have two sentences. First sentence, Talk Academy offers intensive ESL, TOEIC, and IELTS programs. In this sentence, let's try to dissect which one is our subject and which one is our predicate. Now, our subject in this sentence is Talk Academy. Our verb is offers, and our object is intensive ESL, TOEIC, and IELTS programs. Now, our subject will still be the same as Talk Academy. Our predicate would now be starting from our verb offers until the last word of the sentence, which is programs. Again, we have a subject and a predicate, therefore one independent clause. This is an example of a simple sentence. Another example, we have Talk Academy is conveniently located near the biggest mall in Baguio City. In this sentence, our subject is Talk Academy. Our verb is, the linking verb is, and conveniently located is our complement. And near Baguio City, or near the biggest mall in Baguio City, is our modifier. So our subject is Talk Academy, and our predicate would start from the verb is until the last word city. So we have again subject, predicate, therefore one independent clause, and is a simple sentence. Number 2, compound sentence. Now, when we say compound sentence, from the name itself, compound, it suggests combination, it suggests blending. Now, what are we combining or what are we blending? We are combining or blending independent clauses. The definition of a compound sentence is that it should consist of at least two independent clauses joined by a coordinating conjunction. Now, it says there at least, meaning you can actually have more. Two is just the minimum. Now, going back, when we say coordinating conjunctions, we only have 7 of them, and all you need to remember is the mnemonics fanboys. F stands for, A stands for and, N stands for nor, B for but, O for or, Y for yet, and S for so. Now let's try to dissect what fanboys are, or what are the words in the fanboys mean, and try to explain when and how we use them as conjunctions. Let's start with for. For is one that gives you, or one that we use to give an explanation, or one that gives a reason why an action was done or why an action is being done. So for an example, we have the sentence, I went to the hospital for I was sick. In this sentence, we have two independent clauses. Our first independent clause is, I went to the hospital. Where is our subject? We have I. And then went to the hospital is our predicate. So we have one subject, we have one predicate, that is one independent clause. Followed by our second independent clause, which is I was sick. So I is our subject, was sick is our predicate. So we are combining two independent clauses using the conjunction for, and this is a compound sentence. The next coordinating conjunction is the conjunction and. Now, and is simply used for addition. However, we have to note that what we should be adding or what we should be connecting using this conjunction are clauses, independent clauses, and not just words or phrases. Let's say in the example, I like apples and bananas. Yes, we use the conjunction and, but it doesn't mean that this sentence is a compound sentence just because it made use of and, which is a coordinating conjunction. It has to be connecting two independent clauses. So in this sentence, I like apples and bananas. This is only one independent clause. I is our subject, like apples and bananas is our predicate. Again, if we only have one subject and one predicate, that is only one independent clause. To make this a compound sentence instead, we can say, I like apples and she likes bananas. I like apples is our first independent clause connected with the conjunction and we have the second independent clause, which is she likes bananas. The third coordinating conjunction is the conjunction nor. Now, nor is used for negative options. Now, in terms of meaning, this isn't really different from how we use either or neither nor. Again, when we say either or, we are implying that we are considering one of the two choices. When we use neither nor, we are suggesting that we don't consider or we're not considering both choices. In the same way, we also have nor in this context or in this situation. So let's say in the sentence, I will not ride a ship, nor will I ride a bus. We have I will not ride a ship as our independent clause number one, and will I ride a bus as our independent clause number two. So this means that I will not ride a ship and I will not ride a bus. We are connecting two independent clauses joined by the coordinating conjunction nor, therefore considered as a compound sentence. Number 4, we have the conjunction but. Now we use this conjunction to express contrast, which means that if our first independent clause is negative, we have to make sure that our second independent clause is positive. Simply put, positive, negative, or negative, positive. Let's say in a sentence, I like apples, but I don't like bananas. In this sentence, we have the positive sentence, which is I like apples, and the negative sentence, I don't like bananas. So it is only by this way that we can say that it is expressing contrast because we have a positive statement and a negative statement. Next is the conjunction or. Now, the way we use this conjunction is similar to nor. It's just that if nor is for negative option, or is for positive option, which means that we are considering one of the two choices that are given or that are provided to us. Let's say in the example, I will give it to you or I will give the document to you by person or I can send it to you by mail. So in this sentence, this person is talking to is given two options. It's either to be given the document in person or to be given the document by mail. So it's up to the person which would be his preference on how the document will be delivered. Next, we have the conjunction yet. Now, yet and but are generally similar and they can actually be interchangeable in many contexts or situation. It's just that the conjunction yet is more appropriate when it comes to unexpected results. Now, when we say unexpected results, this is, of course, from the word itself, the result is unexpected. Like we are expecting a result, but it didn't really happen. What happened was the opposite. Let's say in the sentence, I didn't study well, but, or yet rather, I got a perfect score in the exam. So the part that says I got a perfect score in the exam is an unexpected result because the student or I didn't really study well. So the expected result would be I will fail or I will get a low score. However, I actually got a perfect score, which makes it an unexpected result. So in very little circumstances like this, where it is appropriate to make use of the conjunction yet. Lastly, we have the coordinating conjunction so, which is the last of our fanboys. Now, when do we use so? So is used to explain result or outcome. Let's say, I was sick, so I got absent. In this sentence, I was sick was the cause, and I got absent was the outcome or the result of the first action. In this sentence, you have the first independent clause, I was sick, so our coordinating conjunction, I got sick, is our independent clause number 2. So that's it for today's video tutorial on our kinds of sentences according to structure. Now please note that this is only the first part of our two-part videos on this topic. So if you'd like to know more about the kinds of sentences according to structure, which are for complex and compound complex, please follow us on our social media accounts. And if you'd like to know more information about the Academy, please refer to the website. That's all for today, guys. See you in the next video.